And this is it. Joe Giglio's last day. It doesn't feel real to me. It just you are like the glue that keeps us together. You're an old soul. You're one of the smartest people I've ever worked with. So smooth on the air, and if it weren't for you, we'd be going off the board all the time. But I mean, I'm gonna miss you so much. It's been such an honor to work with you, Joe G, and I'm so excited for you going to the midday show at WIP. Just an awesome opportunity. So it's bittersweet. Selfishly, I'd love to have you on the show with us all the time. I'm sad, but I'm so excited for this next career move for you. And I know this is an amazing opportunity.
Well, thank you. I'm going to miss doing the show with you guys. Like I said that to you when I told you. I meant it. I always have fun doing our show. Like every day we have fun doing this show. So I'm going to miss the fun we have. And I mean, you guys need to find some more boring cereals to talk about, or like, things like that. I heard that montage: cream of wheat, grape nuts,
muesli.
That's what you left with Jake and Paul. They think about cream of wheat. They think of you and grape nuts. And I was expecting.
I could have made that about
salsa.
A minute longer too. There was way more to work with.
What else? What else did you have in your mind that you wanted to throw in, but there wasn't enough time?
I mean, I just picked those because they were the ghost, because I ended up listening to the whole segments then. I just felt on right, the ghost segment was just so bizarre because that started that segment because we were talking about the Brewers staying in the Braves staying in the haunted Milwaukee hotel, and then Joe G is telling us about this ghost man that he's seen 3 times in his life. And then, I mean, the aliens conversation, the grape nuts conversation was 2 segments. That was and then I listened to the, Aaron wasn't on the show for this one, but the Christmas draft where we had Justice for Blitzen famously. And he's not God. So that was a good one too. I mean, there was way more to work with. The salsa, obviously. Yeah, there was a lot of material.
With this combination, that was always my favorite part. That, we have our rundowns. We know the sportsy stuff that we're going to address, and the stuff that we don't know are some of the roads that we go down. And there are roads traveled that you could have thrown a name at me, a topic, in a million years I would have never dreamed that I would break Joe G by bringing up a Jim Varney. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That is deep in his soul, that he has such strong opinions about. And my favorite sports one, which is why I brought it up a lot over the last couple of years, is how impassioned to this day one Joe Giglio is that Brett Favre took a dive for Michael Strahan's sack record.
He did. He took a dive. It's an all-time record. It just was ruined because the guy laid down. We should have all known then that Brett Favre was a complete fraud.
Anything else that stands out? What if you were to throw it at us about, I know you said you mentioned you always enjoyed doing the show, and it does fly by. It never feels like it's truly 3 hours with some of the conversations we end up happening. It's fun stuff. We're talking about sports betting. So, it's nothing too serious. We hope to lighten up everybody's day a little bit, bring them a little bit of entertainment. But anything else stand out that we're able to do here that probably wouldn't maybe go over well on WIP, or they'd be like, what is that? Just no. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, I guess every radio show does this to an extent, but our off the boards always, I'd say once a week, we were dying laughing, right? Something would get us. I always liked, we did it today, whether it be Becula Court or what started as jail. That was always fun when we put people in jail after a football weekend, dumb coaches or players or whatever. That was always good. It's always those things. Oh, I guess also always having fun. And at one point where Paul just gave up is Nickel or Dime, our favorite segment that just became ridiculous. So for everyone out there who's heard it or heard it a couple times, so Nickel or Dime, we'd have that, 2 different things. We had to pick and bet a nickel or a dime on something. So Paul would make the rundown, right? We'd have 5 or 6 questions. Jake would throw them at us. And I don't know, how long was it? 3-4 months? Every time we tried this segment went off the rails.
It was all summer.
It was all summer, to the point where Paul literally stopped actually putting anything in the rundown. He just knew it was over. He was giving us
what were the topics?
He didn't update it.
What were
It
the
was same-
topics?
It was,
Right.
It was
Yeah.
like August. It was the Kyle Lowry Memorial NBA Finals MVP award, basically.
This is the same topics
Yes.
forever. It was so dumb.
And then Joe O would say something like first sentence of the segment, and we just knew we were never getting to the nickel or dime.
Nope. Never get.
You never really
business.
knew who to blame. I think we settled on Joe O, but there was a little.
Yeah.
piece
Yeah,
of
you guys
shade,
always
obviously.
blame me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because when
'Cause you
I
tried
was
to
here
blame
alone
me for
once.
a long time.
Yeah, I think
It's your
it was
fault.
me and like J-Rod
You're the host.
when you guys were out this summer, and it worked. Aaron and I got through one once, the common denominator was it was your fault.
No. It's the combination of the three. That's what it is. I know you blame
That's
me,
true.
but I think I would have gotten through with it if J-Rod was on. Let's say J-Rod was in for Joe or something. We probably would have fought
We
through.
tried.
but
We had you and Ashu, and we tried it, and we still lost it.
Still didn't work. You know, that's Ashu. That's on him.
That's true. Yeah, we
People
could
blame him
Ashley.
for a lot,
I'm-
so why not?
I'm gonna miss Joe G's dog barking
Dina?
Yes.
in the background. Yes, that's gonna be sad.
Yeah.
We like it when your dog barks.
She was probably our most common listener.
Accurate handicapper?
She's always
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, she's always right outside the door here. Like, well, actually, when Joe and I first started doing the show that first summer, 2 summers ago, she would be
Yeah.
in the room with me because she's usually pretty quiet. So I'd let her in because she almost never barks. But then, like, you know, the garbage people would come and like she started barking. So then, like, for the last year and a half, she's been outside the door here, but you could still hear her when she
Aww.
Yeah. Other things I'll remember is always wondering where Paul is. Like when he comes on camera, he could be anywhere in the world, anywhere in some
I love
room
that.
doing the show with us.
Including
then-
today, ironically.
Yes, which is a
Yeah.
perfect send-off. Also, once in a while, when our guests or other people on our own network, that would cause us to laugh in just in a way where we would all lose it. Like,
Oh,
for
yes.
The
example, one of our
Horvat
favorite
Family
guests,
Tree Day was wild.
Horvat, Jimmy Patsos, ace producer David Dykstra. I mean,
Felder.
all these people on this network that would
Okay.
just kill us.
let's throw. There are certain things with certain guests that we love. We adore all of you. That
Yeah.
would just send us off. The Jason Scott ding. Every time. That is one where I just have to look away. I can't look at Aaron anytime there's anything that you can go down the road and make up like that's a sexual innuendo. Anytime something is said by anybody, like I just can't look at Aaron. I can't look at Aaron. Yes. Not
Nobody
Michael
can
Penix.
come on the show and say Penix June, Michael Penix instead of Penix. I will lose it every time. Just don't do it, please.
There was like 3 straight appearances where at some point Michael Felder sneezed, and for some reason that made me lose. There's just certain little things that stand out when somebody points it out, and then it's like, okay, here we go. If this happens, I'm gonna lose it, and it would. I mean, Patsos would just. I mean, there are so many. Let's have a drink, Patsos moments of conversation, right? Like when he refers to a high school, you know, a player playing this guy and this coach.
Under Armour.
Or
like, it's
when
just-
crack comes on and we're like, how many questions will we get in each? Maybe one?
Right.
Yeah. 1 round, 15 minutes, where you each have 1 question. It's like your big moment in time. You get to talk to the president. You get 1 question. That's it.
I also always enjoy when we play clips from our fellow hosts on the network. A rant they went on. Usually it was the morning show, whether it be Jenks or whether it be Chelsea singing the Jets song. Like, yeah, the Dogster. Something else from other people on our network. It just killed me sometimes. The Glass Man, all the fun
That
we
was
had. I
another
mean,
one that almost made the cut of Jenks's Christmas Carol from last winter that he wrote himself, the Jenks original Christmas track. That almost made it too.
And I will end. I mean, I have to. I'll give you guys a baseball future I really like. You can think about this one for
Yes.
the next month or so. I think there's a great number on Julio Urias to win the NL Cy Young. He's 20-1 right now. He led the league in ERA last year at 2.16. He's a free agent to be. It's his free agent season. He's only 26 years old. The last 2 years, it's been incredible. 2 years ago, he was 20-3, finished 7th in the Cy Young, 2.96. Last year, 2.16 ERA. He's in a team that's going to win games, which gives him some wins, if that matters at all. He's going to have a great ERA, and he's going to get paid after the season. Two straight top 10 finishes. I think it's good value on Julio Urias, NL Cy Young, 20-1. I'll leave you with a baseball future.